Good evening. Today I am going to tackle or embark on an exercise for fourth formers or back students, okay, 2020. With the choice of this task is not haphazardly, okay, because whenever I make my students sit for a test and then ask them about the toughest task they have encountered or they have come across, they always say that it is the language exercise, and especially put in the right tense form. So today we'll try to decipher or to decode this exercise, and to try to know how to apply ourselves to it appropriately. So I want you to be all ears, okay? Thank you. So let's start. So the exercise is, of course, put in the right tense or form the words between parentheses. But before starting, let me explain the meaning of tense and the meaning of form. If I say tense, I mean simple present, present progressive, simple past, past progressive, present perfect, past perfect, present perfect progressive, past perfect progressive, future, and so on and so forth. Okay, good. When I say form, I mean adjective, noun. So adjective, noun, adverb, verb base form, passive voice, and etc. Good. So there is difference between tense and form. We've got a rule, and the rule, okay, for form is that an adjective always modifies a noun, and an adverb modifies an adjective. An adverb also modifies a verb. So the adverb modifies. Both an adjective and a verb. Okay. Sometimes also an adverb can modify another adverb. Okay. Good. And an adjective modifies a verb. So maybe, okay, in another lesson I'll be explaining what I've been talking about. Okay, good. So let me start. So stories of Arab emigration often focus on refugees fleeing war and persecution. Fleeing here means escaping. Okay, good. And persecution, but this is only part of a much wide story. So here the word, okay, that I'm supposed, to put in the right form here is wide, okay? So what am I supposed to do? The mistake that most students, make is that they focus and concentrate on the word wide, and they try, and they start, thinking, okay? They just, say is wide, wider, widen, okay, no, this is not, the way it works. So normally you are supposed to look for clues, okay? So you've got here, much before, the word wide, and you've got a story after the word wide. So story is a noun. So the noun is described always or modified by an adjective, okay? Right. And here, okay, we've got, much before wide. So what is much? Much, okay, is a modifying comparative. Okay, it modifies, the comparative. Much, a little, a bit, slightly, okay? All of them are modifying comparatives. Much also is used to make a stronger comparison. Okay, so in this context now, you've got a noun, and before the noun there is wide, okay, which is an adjective, and you've got much. Good. So here normally I'm supposed to use the comparative. Also, when I read the whole sentence, okay, stories of Arab emigration often focus on refugees fleeing war and persecution, but this is only part of a much, okay, wide story. So the story is very wide, okay, but this is only part of a much, okay, the story is wider than this, it means. Okay, so the story is wider than this. Good. So here what am I supposed to use? I'm supposed to use the comparative of the word wide. So first of all, before using the comparative, I'm supposed to know whether wide is a short adjective or a long adjective. So wide is a short adjective, so I just write wider. Okay, so the comparative is wider. Okay, good. So wider is the correct answer. Good. So, okay, nice. Okay, let me move now to next one, please. Okay, sorry. Over decades, millions of people from the Arab world emigrate. Now, before starting, okay, and before talking about the clue here, okay, in the sentence, I've got the word emigrate. I would like, to focus on this word because it is, very important for back students to know the meaning of emigrate. You've got, emigrate, and you've got immigrate, and you have got migrate. So what is the difference? So emigrate means to leave, to go, okay, in order to stay in another country. I say millions of people emigrate, every year. I want to emigrate to Canada. It means I want to go, okay? Nice. What about immigrate with I-double-M-I, okay? So what is the meaning of immigrate? Immigrate means to come, to live, to come. So look at the movement now. So maybe I'm in Canada now. I say every year many people immigrate to Canada. It means what? Immigrate means they come, okay, to stay in Canada. Nice. Now, what about the word migrate? So the word migrate is mainly used for, animals, okay, like birds, example, or other animals, okay, which, move of, for a period of time, maybe, okay, in winter they move in winter and then they come back to their countries, okay. Good. Migrate also, it can be, it's a movement, okay, to go, to live also, and it is about a large group of people, okay. It's about a large group of people. I may say that, workers, example, migrate to the United States each year to find work at harvest time. So you see now here it's about workers, a group of people. Good. So nice. So let me now see the clue here in this sentence. Of course, the most important word is not emigrate. The most important, okay, phrase here is over decades, okay, because this is an indicator or it is a clue, okay, of the tense that I'm supposed, to work on. So here I've got over decades. So over decades here, when I've got over decades or over many years or over the last few years, okay, over the last few months, okay, what do I use? I use here the present perfect, okay. So when I've got over here in yellow, okay, over decades, when you find it, okay, in the exam, normally you are supposed to use the present perfect, okay. So what is the present perfect? The present perfect, okay, what is it? So it is have or has plus past participle of the verb, okay. And of course we use it in order to speak about an action that started in the past and continues up to the present, okay. Nice. So here I'm supposed, to use the present perfect. But first, okay, that's good. So next step, I need, to go to the subject. What is the subject, plural or singular? So millions of people. So this is the subject, okay? Millions of people. So plural or singular, it is plural, okay? Good. So have or has, so it is have, okay? Nice. So I write here, have, okay, emigrated. So have emigrated, okay, nice. So this is the use of the, the present perfect. So have emigrated. That's nice. Also, there is another option. We can also, say have been emigrating. So which is, possible also. It means, until this moment, the present perfect progressive. So both here answers, okay, could be correct. Nice. So let me, carry on. So some driven by conflict, problems, it means, others by economic reasons. One of these immigrants is the Iraqi geologist Farouk Al-Qasim. After deciding to emigrate, so by the way, please, you say emigrate. Emigrate when it is E, okay? When it is I, okay, to come to live, we say to immigrate. And the other one is migrate, okay, nice. So, good. So after Farouk Al-Qasim, after deciding to emigrate to Norway 5 decades ago, so the verb is become, okay, nice. So what is the clue here? The clue, what is it? So here the clue is that I've got 5 decades ago. So the word ago here is very important, okay. So here this is an indicator of the simple past, okay. 5 decades ago, a month ago, a year ago, yesterday, okay. So all of them, okay, are indicators of the simple past. And I found them in 5 decades ago. So what is the simple past of become? So become here is not in a regular verb, it is in a regular verb. So I'm supposed, to learn the list of my irregular verbs. So here it is became. Okay, nice. So he became a pioneer. He became a pioneer of the Norwegian, oil industry. Good. So Norway was like an island where people weren't used to seeing foreigners in their country, but that it changed dramatically. Okay, dramatically here is an adverb. That it changed how dramatically. So dramatically here, it describes and it modifies the word changed with the discover of. Okay, you've got here the and you've got of and you've got a word. So normally when you've got the and you've got of, we need what? We need a noun. Okay, so this is what we need, okay, because we've got the and we've got of. Okay, so we need a noun. I say the entertainment of, the book of, the industry of. Okay, so what is the noun out of the word discover? So how do I make the noun? The noun is discovery. Okay, good. So discovery. Nice. So this is the word that we are supposed to write in here. Okay, so discovery, this is a noun, so I need a noun which is discovery. Good. So of North Sea, so the verb is discover, of course, and the person, okay, the person noun is the discoverer. Okay, of North Sea oil reserves, Al-Qasim, okay, Al-Qasim accurate advised the Norwegians on how best to develop their natural resources. Okay, so what do I have here? I have the verb which is advised. The question here, can I do without accurate? Can I get rid of it? Okay, let me read. Al-Qasim advised the Norwegian, so it's possible here, so I can omit it. Okay, I can delete it, so it's not important in the sentence. So I understand that this word just modifies, modifies the verb maybe. Okay, so I can get rid of it. So if so I need here an adverb. Why an adverb? Because it comes before a verb. Because the adverb here is modifying the verb, and I can get rid of it. Okay, fine. So if I say example, as an example, I say he is extremely happy. It's possible to say he is happy, and the sentence is correct. But if I want to modify, the word happy, I just add the word extremely. So extremely here modifies the word happy, but it's not very important in the sentence, so I can get rid of it. Okay. So Al-Qasim, okay, advised how? How did he advise? Accurately. Okay, So accurately. So I need here an adverb. Okay, so this is an adverb, okay, to describe what? To describe or to modify the verb advised. Okay, so to advise, and the noun is advice, so it is with C and it is pronounced as S. So accurate is an adjective, accurately is the adverb, and accuracy, this is the noun. Okay, so advise the Norwegians on how to best to develop their natural resources. This Iraqi geologist turned out to be a signify player. Okay, signify here. What is signify? Signify, beautify, purify, clarify. Okay, so it is rectify. So this is the ending. Okay, so ify is the ending of what? Of a verb. Okay, so this is okay how to make a verb. Okay, good. So nice. So here I've got the word the player. Okay, what is a player? Player is, this word is very important in the sense. So player, what is a player? Player is a person noun. It's a noun, but it is a person noun. So here to be a. So this noun, okay, it is going to be described. Okay, here. So described by what? So what modifies a noun? What describes a noun? A noun is described by what? By an adjective. Good. So what am I supposed to do? I am supposed to modify and to describe, the word player by what, or using what? Using an adjective. So here is the adjective. So what is the adjective out of the word signify? Okay, it is significant. Okay, so this is the adjective now. So significant is the adjective. Okay, good. So significant is the actual significant player in an oil boom that has delivered $1 trillion gain for the people of Norway. Nice. So look please, you see now the importance, okay, of the clues in the sentence. So this exercise is very important. Why? Because it tells us about the way, okay, I have given you, okay, the key in order to unlock the padlock, okay, as it were. So I mean, look please here, wider, much, okay, is very telling here, okay, in the sentence. And also the meaning, okay, over decades here made me use the present perfect. Here 5 decades ago made me use the simple past. Here you got the and of made me use, okay, the noun. And here I've got a verb, and this verb should be described by an adverb, so that's why I use an adverb. And here I've got a noun, and before a noun I need an adjective. Okay, nice. So I would like to thank you so much for paying attention. I hope that this lesson was fruitful. Okay, looking forward to meeting again, maybe, okay, tomorrow. Okay, good. So stay safe, my friends, and stay home. Okay, never leave home. Okay, stay home and nestle the warmth of your family. Thank you so much, and have a great night. Good night. Goodbye.